another podcast.
Welcome to another episode of Sugarshack Podcast. My name is Bryce. So happy to host you here today on the channel and to Reggae Rise Up 2022. How we feeling, everybody?
Ow, ow!
Yeah. It's been an epic weekend. We are sad to see it wrap up today, but last but not least, we've saved an awesome podcast conversation for you. Carter from Surfer Girl is joining us today.
Yes, sir. What's up? Hey, what's going on?
It's awesome, man. Thank you so much for taking a moment to just sit down, talk about music, life, what you've got going on. Any Surfer Girl fans out there? I see some people repping some merch up here up front. Make sure you're following Surfer Girl on Instagram. What are you trying to push right now, dude? I know you got a lot going on, so tell me about it.
Instagram works. That's always the easiest way, probably the most immediate. I just launched a Discord, believe it or not.
Oh, cool.
Which, I didn't know anything about, 6 months ago. And then all of a sudden, it's just like a chat room with myself and with all the fans, which is really rad. Tara, you can vouch, right? It's pretty rad. And I think as it develops, the whole thing is you can sit in on me as I'm producing some music and as we're rehearsing and getting the whole thing going. So it's kind of cool.
This is kind of like Discord. Is it kind of like an insider VIP type digital experience?
Yeah, but it's free and you can just hop in.
Oh,
it's easy.
It's free. Y'all know about this now? Look, y'all need to check this out. How can they find you on Discord? Just discord.com and then you just... what's the step?
Yeah, I'll share you guys with it. It's called Crane Road Surf Club, which is kind of the club arm of the Surfer Girl brand and the band, so...
Where'd that come from? The club version, the club
I didn't grow up. My grandparents grew up on Crane Road up in upstate New York, and so I felt like it was some place I always used to visit when I was a kid.
Yeah.
And it had a little special place to me, so when I created the Crane Road Surf Club, I imagined it to be this really kind of just beautiful place where everyone could come together and just be themselves. So
this is sick. You know what I have to say? You're really good at naming things. He's a good namer. Surfer Girl's a really cool name. You know what I mean? And Crane Surf Club is a really cool, I don't know.
Thank you.
You always need a good namer in your crew.
If you don't have a good name.
If you don't have a good name,
it's crazy,
you go nowhere.
Bryce. I've never once heard that compliment, and I'm all about it. Thank you.
Right? It's a skill. Shout out to you, bro.
Let me know when you guys are launching whatever's next. I'll name it.
We got some good namers. Sugarshack.
Good.
Except Sugarshack Sessions is kind of a tongue twister, so...
It's the best tongue twister any of us have heard, correct? It's beautiful. Amen.
Sugarshack fans in the house, yeah.
Come on,
of course.
man.
How many of you guys, real quick, have camped out? I know this is a question for our live audience, but how many of you guys have camped out here for the majority of the festival? Hell yeah.
Woo!
That's what I'm talking about. Thank you, Sugarshack fam. For joining us, and this is the best spot in the festival by far. So thank you. I'd love to talk more about just your career path as a musician. Tell me about a little bit. Yeah, Sugarshack IPA. We're rocking Session IPA.
I'm on an empty stomach too, so it's really hitting.
Big shout out to Green Bench Brewing Co. for hooking us up with this. Thank you, Green Bench. We love you so much. Yeah, man. Tell me a little bit about your history as an artist. When this is cool. When were you first exposed to music and knew you wanted to do it as a lifestyle? I say career, but it's a lifestyle for musicians.
I feel like I wish that I knew. I wish I had a more glamorous answer for that.
Sure.
But, I was always kind of growing up around music. Same story you've all heard a million times. Parents playing some good shit, singing along, kind of catching a vibe with that. But, so I was in a band. It was a 4-piece band. We were wannabe Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Nice.
I was actually laughing with some friends this morning. It's more like the mild peppers.
The mild peppers.
The
Publix peppers.
What that taught me though was this regiment, and that music can be more than just something you jam in a garage with some friends. It really can be something if you dedicate yourself and take the time for it.
Totally.
So that kind of opened my eyes a little bit. We split off. We started a duo, which was actually a band called Air. Some of you guys might know it as AER. But that was where I got my start as a musician.
Cool.
And from there, just kind of following the musical path as it has brought me. And we had a really good run. We split up because we were good friends, but we were just getting at each other's necks, and we decided maybe it's time we move on.
It's good.
We did,
Smart.
because that was 16 years old to 25 years old. Those are very formative years, and you gotta grow up sometimes.
Totally.
So I was doing my own solo thing for a while, and it took the pandemic to hit to say, I want to put together a band. I want to make some music. I want to write and produce some stuff from scratch, just like me, the band, pull it together. That's kind of where Surfer Girl started.
So you're really, as far as Surfer Girl's vision and the project goes, you're really kind of at the entry level of it. I mean, relatively speaking, it's brand new project.
Brand new.
Yeah.
Yeah, we only have 5 songs out and some features.
But more to come?
More to come. The album comes out in August.
Album out in August.
Yeah.
What's it called?
It's called Sunrise.
Sunrise. Ooh, I'm already digging it. Surfer
and you're like,
Girl,
you know,
Sunrise. You're naming shit, bro.
We're naming shit.
Damn.
Sunrise is not the most like groundbreaking name.
No,
Don't get
but
me
it's
wrong.
a whole
I
vibe,
understand
dude.
how
You're creating a whole vibe.
It's a
and I
pretty
see
fucking
it, you know?
simple name, but the next one after that, you're gonna start to understand as we roll out maybe 3, 4, 5 albums.
Okay.
You'll get what we're going after.
Yeah. So would you say that like, and this is how I am when it comes to projects, like I like to be focused on one, like what is happening, like this album right now, Sunshine, right? Like you're focused on, but you said
that's not the name, Bryce.
What was it?
Sunrise.
Sunrise. Fuck,
Come
I fucked it
on,
up.
dog.
You're right. It is an easy one to mix up.
That's what I'm saying. You heard it a million times.
I've shotgunned one too many session IPAs, I think. My bad. Sunrise. Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, do you think about some of these projects on a more macro level?
I'm trying to.
Yeah.
I think you got to find the balance between just going off of the feeling of things, because I also think if you plan some music that you want to put out 6 years in the future, it's like, we're artists, man. Like you're gonna get 6 days down the line and say, I don't fuck with that anymore, and you're gonna keep it moving. So trying to find the balance between wanting something to be thought out and careful, intentional, thoughtful, and planned out, but at the same time letting yourself and the way you feel and your kind of heart dictate where you want to go with it. So giving myself a roadmap, but just enough space for us to kind of shake around within that, you know?
Yeah. At least it gives you some direction, right? But loose, so it can change if it needs to.
I think
but
vision is a tough thing to keep. You know, it's a tough thing to create and then a tough thing to keep up. So if you can kind of try and stick to a vision, I think that works out.
At least gives you something to lean on when shit gets hard.
Yes.
And you're doubting it. You're like, well, I gotta keep
going.
going.
I've written 15 songs and none of these are gonna make the album. What do we do?
Yeah, I feel you. I feel you. Cool, man. What are you most excited about right now? I mean, I know that's a vague question, but specifically in this project, what are you most excited about?
So we've gone. The studio portion of the album is done. The album is done, complete, submitted, all that good stuff.
Nice.
So I think it's fun. It's fun to do now what you guys know very well, and I think every artist is almost the bane of our existence. Content, man.
Yeah.
Fucking this is a terrible word. It's a terrible word. But regardless, like I think that is such a cool aspect that a lot of artists kind of overlook. Is how can you not only make this music come to life from like a musical standpoint, but then also kind of create some really cool visual stuff, or fan experiences and parties, whatever it is, live show, all this stuff to kind of build it all together. So we're now kind of on the back end of that, where we're focusing on like music videos and album artwork and picking out fonts and shit. Like it's crazy. I never thought that would be the fun part.
It's a new challenge for up and coming artists, right? Because so much is driven digitally today, so much is driven through social media. I feel like now not only do you have to be a killer songwriter and make great music to be recognized, but you also have to create compelling content that promotes what you've created, you know? And so...
Well, I cannot thank my team enough. We got the band over here. We got my manager, Brock. I got like just such an incredible team of content, like video, photo, and it's nice to finally have like a real big community surrounding it, you know?
Totally.
So
that's awesome, man. What do you think right now is your greatest challenge at the beginning of this Surfer Girl project?
I think the challenge has been patience. You really want to... You're the only person in your own head who's spinning at 1,000,000 miles a minute and thinking, okay, well, let's go on to the next one. Let's go on to the next one. Like, let's go bigger. Let's go better. Let's go hard. And I think reminding yourself that good things take time, and you definitely need to be patient throughout the journey, because, what do they say? Nothing good that happens is worth waiting for.
I just got a big whiff of just weed.
That loud is that Sugarshack?
That Sugarshack high note.
Loud. The
It's
high
not.
note.
Hey, in case you haven't heard, Sugarshack high note brought to you by True Leave pre-roll happening in.
He's calling me
less
a
than
good
week.
namer and a good brander, but like, yo, you guys, you have it all figured out.
High note's good. We wanted some other ones, right? But high note is good. High note's was our third pick. We wait till
I'm
you
gonna
hear
need
the
a hit
other
of that
ones.
after this.
Yeah.
You're glad I didn't smoke before I got up here. I
Yeah,
wouldn't have
right.
said a word.
Awesome,
Fucking
man.
freaking out.
So the plan is to launch the album. Are you playing live shows right now? What are your?
We're locking in the summer tours.
Okay.
Locking in the fall tours,
Right.
neither of which I can
Fucking
talk
touring,
about
yeah.
because we're gonna fucking jinx it if that happens.
Yeah.
Touring, that's all that matters, right? Like that's all that really matters
You
is
wanna
going and
see
hanging
artists,
out with
right?
people,
Yeah.
and like meeting people after shows, meeting people, just like that is truly where it all happens. So all I give a shit about is touring,
Yeah.
and the hope is all summer, all fall, and that's that.
That's awesome. So tell me a little bit about how you met the Sugarshack crew. How did you get in? I know Eddie's kind of your contact, but I'd love to hear that.
So, Eddie, I'm going to call us out here. I was like, oh, Eddie, good to see you again. You're like, bro, we haven't met. I'm like, oh, shit. All right, good to meet you. You know how it is. You never know.
We meet a lot of people.
But Eddie and I do go way back because with the old band, I know there was a lot of interest that we would come by the house and play with you guys. I guess we never made it happen. We didn't ever make it happen, unfortunately. But so Eddie and I kind of been loosely in contact over the years, but then just kind of got back in contact.
Yeah.
Couple weeks ago, a couple months ago, and it's just like I respect the heck out of what you guys are doing. I think from like you guys know when you watch a Sugarshack video, it's just from top to bottom, well put together. The video's on point, the audio's on point, the feeling of the whole thing. Even the Little Stranger performance when they got rained out and they were inside the house is rad as hell.
It's awesome.
You guys know how to put it together.
it. Thanks,
and
man.
so you guys just have something going on that I want a lot to do with. And so
We got to get you to the Shack, man. The Surfer Girl project. We got to make it happen, dude.
Say less. I'm all in. More importantly, I need this hat, Bryce. Where do I get it?
This is one of one, custom fit right here. Custom fit.
I need one,
When
bro.
you know people, you get the perks, right?
It's
I
amazing.
will hook you up with one for sure. We have a hat press in the back. We're pressing hats
Are
on
you?
demand. Yeah.
I'm demanding.
Yeah. Well, not for sale this year to the best public. Sorry. Next year maybe though.
Dang,
for sure.
I'll be hawking it in the bag.
Would y'all like that? Any Sugarshack hat fans, real quick? Just online hat fans. So just out of curiosity, if we did like a custom, pick your own hat and your own patch, and we'll press it on demand, would you get down with that? Yeah, would you get down with that? All right.
We
You
would
don't
get
sound
down
like
with
you would.
that.
I don't know. I wasn't convinced at all. We're not doing it. It's a bad idea. Yeah, right. They're tired. They've been screaming a lot. Y'all been screaming a lot.
It's hot as
shit
fuck
all
out here,
day.
man.
Thanks, man, for taking some time. Before we wrap up,
Of course.
Any Q&As for Carter? Going once,
Dang.
going twice.
It's cool. I'm an
It's
open
alright.
book. Just hit me
We
on
covered a lot of
DMs.
ground. I feel like we crushed the pod, anyways. So
Just reach out. Literally, I will.
yeah. What's
what'd
up?
you say?
What's your question? Yeah, somebody was yelling a question. Oh, great
That's crazy.
cardio.
I was on the verge of passing out the whole time, so I'm glad it translated as I had it
You're
under
gonna have to
control.
fill me in. I don't know what.
Didn't
what we're talking
fully
about.
have it under control. You didn't catch the set, Bryce? What the hell?
I'm working,
No,
bro.
no.
I'm out here.
All right, you're
I'm
on the
out
clock.
working.
You're on the clock. To be honest, though, I have been jump roping while singing the set.
That's
which is
good.
fucking
yeah.
hard.
That's how you do it.
It's fucking hard. I've
Yeah,
been
right?
smoking too much though recently. I'm kind of like
Your lungs
I'm
are giving
behind
out.
I'm behind the ball on it, but whatever.
So that's like a way you've been exercising for playing.
You gotta prepare.
Yeah.
Like,
well, yeah, because it's a whole different thing. You can sit in your bedroom or studio and do it, and then
right,
you go
not
out.
the
and-
same.
Yeah.
Oh,
What's up? Oh, that's cool. What collabs are you going to see with Surfer Girl? Hey, so Eddie told me that you've been working with Hyrie, though. You've been writing some with Hyrie?
I just got back from Hawaii like 4 days ago, writing with Trish Hyrie.
Yeah.
Out in Honolulu, and she's got a new album coming, which she's super stoked on. And thankfully, it's looking like I have helped her write and produce a few songs on that record.
So sick.
So
I think there's some
she,
other
like,
people, though, that you've been collabing with, too, right? That
Yeah. The
Yeah.
album's got a pretty hefty Track
there you go.
list.
That's a good answer to your question.
We got the Elevators. We got Little Stranger.
Hell yeah.
If you caught the set, you saw the Hip Abduction out there. Dang, I got my friend Abby the Nomad, who's a really killer rapper out of Texas, and we just got it's gonna be great.
Awesome.
We got a really good.
Well, we're really
really good
excited to see what happens with Sunrise.
Yes, that's
Can't
the
wait
one.
for it to drop.
Yeah.
And man, just thank you. Really looking forward to see what happens with Surfer Girl. You know,
you,
we're
brother.
supporting you a ton. Can't wait to have you to the shack. And
Appreciate you.
Thanks so much for everything.
Thanks, guys.
All right.
Thank
Love you
you.
guys. Make sure you're subscribed and follow us on social media. You can listen to this on Spotify, YouTube. Hit that subscribe notifications button. We'll see you soon next time on Sugarshack Podcast.
Sit back, relax, 'cause it's time for another podcast.
Yo, don't forget to family photo at 6:15. Wear Sugarshack merch. We'll be here in front of the stage.